Hi, I'm back again, back at the lathe, and still machining this piece from the previous video. Hope you can see everything alright. Okay, last night after I finished the video I started taking some more cuts, and I got to this area here and I was already taking a 30 thou cut, and at this area here there was a larger diameter, I think probably maybe 20 thou. So anyway, I had a 30 thou cut from here to the bigger diameter, and then I started cutting that, and of course the lathe was really laboured down, and but I carried on up until this point, and all of a sudden I started hearing funny noises. So I switched the machine off and withdrew the tool, and then I switched the motor back on, and there was a kind of a funny noise going on there, and I sniffed, and this little motor was so hot I couldn't even touch it, not even at the back end there, and it was smelling like crazy. So I guess you can see I have a fan. The temperature here is pretty hot. Inside the shop it's quite warm, so I got this thing running and blowing on here to help keep everything cooled down. And so I came out here again this morning, or late this afternoon, and I started whittling it down to this diameter here, which is about 1/8 of an inch bigger than finished size. And I come to the conclusion that to really be able to remove metal, and it's not much metal, it's only about 25 thou each pass, but at least it's continuous, and I don't have to. I've put this glance tool holder back in, and it's really cutting nicely. I've taken probably 25, maybe 30 passes, and the tool bit is standing up very well, the insert is. So that's a nice surprise for me. When I was using this tool bit, the Chinese one, I'd probably get about 2-3 passes out of it, and then I'd have to take it out and just grind it. So the little tool holder, glance tool holder, with the, I'll take it off and show you. I didn't show it to you last night, I should have done. I'll just show you it's a really nice little unit. There's the name on the side of the shank. Hope you can see that, not too close. And it's really very nice. And here's the little insert. It's a CCMT 0806, I believe is what it is. Yeah, 0806. And I haven't had to replace it or turn it round to the other side, so it's really doing quite good, I think. So I'm very pleased with that. So I'll just put this back in here. See, that's how this this holder works. I've got the disc at the bottom with 48 what do you call them? Like a serration, and the little tip on the screw, height adjusting screw, just drops in the serration. So it's quite a nice little system, this this tool holders. Okay, let's make sure that it's gone back to the right place. Yeah. So anyway, I've machined this down to approximately, it's got to be 625, and it's 725 now. So there's 100 thou to come off. So what I'm doing now is just whittling this away down to the same diameter, and then I'll finish that area down to size, and then I'll turn it round and use my my dead center in the spindle and grip this with the 4 jaws so that everything's not running nice and true, and I'll put a center in this end, and then it'll be like a shaft with centers at both ends. So that's what I figure I'm going to do. So I'm taking approximately 20 to 25 thou off it on a pass. So when I got down to this diamond, I increased the RPM to about 1100 RPM, 1000, something like that. And I've got it on the slowest feed I can get out of this little unit. So now, because I'm back on the larger diameter, I've slowed it down to 800, 825. So all I do is I just touch on there, just touch. I've got to fix this index ring as well. Everything's got loose. 10, 20, 25. And this glove is to help save me if a thin piece of swarf comes over the top. I hope it's not going to happen. I've got to be very careful. I put a little bit feed on the micrometer stop so that it doesn't dig into the face. I can always clean that up afterwards if I have to. So there you can see what I'm moving. So I have to stop the machine and take this off and restart. So it's a bit tedious, but it's getting the job done, and it's going to save me a couple of $100 at least. Now, if I had a bigger motor, I could probably take a bigger cut, but it's not going to work like that in this instance. Gradually whittle it down. Pretty tough material though, nice. Almost looks like a miniature A-bomb shaft. So about 4 or 5 passes takes off 100 thou. That's not too bad. Speed up a little bit. 750 under the cut, 750 RPM. Down smaller diameter, I put the speed up a little bit. Warm. Motor's just right, not even overheated or anything, so. If I burn the motor out, I can't do anything, can I? So instead of trying to get it done quick, I'll just take a bit longer time. I'm gonna design something to compensate for having to use my hand to activate the feed. Don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something, some kind of a friction clutch maybe, where I can adjust it according to the RPM, what's taking place with a particular cut. At least I don't have to. It's very awkward to hold this little handle with this glove on as well. I've only got one little pin on the handle to crank with. I'm gonna have to see if I can learn how to edit. I'm sure this gets boring for a lot of people. I'm a kind of a, I kind of learn things by reading, but not just reading alone. I like to have pictures of what's taking place, and so that's basically how I've got by in this profession. And there's no excuse really. I should try and master the art of editing these videos. You know, half an hour of the same damn thing is not much fun. I can tell that the insert is getting a bit dull because the amount of pressure I have to use on the hand wheel has increased according to the feed. Okay, so we're getting pretty close now. Let's see. Okay. So this will be, I'll make it a 20. hand's got the shapes. Yeah, and I have a job to even write my signature now. Taking 30 thou now. Yeah, it's hard to cut. Okay, well, I'll finish off with the video off, but what I'll do is I'll take a